What's up, YouTube? Here with the crew. I got Black Magic, Don Mega, and Lightbright with me today. Me and Lightbright have had this conversation about Antonio Brown possibly being traded. Found out a couple days ago or yesterday that he met with our Rooney. It's a for sure thing, ladies and gentlemen. He is leaving Pittsburgh. And luckily today we have Black Magic, who is our resident Steelers fan. He's a little sad,
And he's Chef
but
Boyardee.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
now that it's legit, it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes because he's already made it. He's already made his opinions clear how he does not want to go to a team that has issues, camaraderie issues. He wants a team that is gelling okay, that are a cohesive unit. He doesn't want to go anywhere with drama. Understandable seeing where he's coming from and what's going on in Pittsburgh with him and Big Ben. So I'm kind of interested in seeing potential teams. Lightbright, me and you had a conversation. Now that you know it's for sure, where do you think he will go?
Well, I mean, really it comes down to, at this point, like, whoever's willing to give up the most for him. I mean, now that they're both okay with parting ways, they're going to get the best deal out of him because they're not just going to let him go for nothing. I mean, there's a couple of teams that are probably going to try and snag him. I mean, I could see, like, maybe the Jets being one of those teams, or hell, even possibly the Chicago Bears. I could see the Bears trying to give up something to get him.
Okay.
The
I can see
Bears?
that. I can see that. All right, Don Mega, you weren't here with us last time, so how do you feel about AB wanting to leave Pittsburgh? Do you think it's a valid reason he wants to go? And now that he is leaving, where do you think he'll go?
First things first, I just want to say, no disrespect to Sid, but all disrespect to Sid. I don't think that the Steelers is a great organization. They try to be New England, but like do it all fucked up. Look at how do you lose Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown within 2 years? But yeah, you keep paying the quarterback like he's hot shit. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, come on. Ben Roethlisberger is...
How's that trying to be like New England?
Hold on.
Because New England does it better. New England underpays everybody, but wins Super Bowls. Y'all try to underpay everybody, and, like...
How many Super Bowls we have?
Like, what, 5? Y'all got the same amount as us. What you mean?
What do you mean? We got more.
But I'm just saying, though, so why didn't y'all give... So y'all gave Antonio Brown that contract, but y'all wasn't trying to give fucking Le'Veon Bell that contract?
First of all,
Just saying.
First of all, we gave AB that contract because AB did give us results that year. That's exactly why we gave him that contract. Le'Veon started problems in the locker room. And that's one of the main reasons why the organization didn't offer him the contract.
So you're saying that you're saying that Antonio Brown is more valuable than Le'Veon Bell on the Steelers.
Yeah.
And when they have Juju Smith-Schuster to back them up too.
What?
Juju Smith-Schuster could be
Whoa. So you would have told me, all right, if you had to pick between AB and Le'Veon Bell, who would you pick?
Le'Veon, because he can run routes like AB. Like, yo. I mean, come on, bro.
Well, okay. So Don Mega, so you think
okay?
he's hold on. So
okay?
you think AB deserves to, like, his reasons for wanting out then of Pittsburgh? You think it's a validated reason for him to want to leave?
Yes.
Now, okay.
Like all right. The more I said, yeah.
Is he breaking up to y'all, or is that just me?
He's breaking up.
Yeah,
You're breaking
You're
up.
breaking up.
Breaking in and
Can
out.
you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
Now we can, yeah.
All right. I said I think he has his valid reasons of wanting to leave Pittsburgh, and I think it's actually probably time for him to actually leave because we're gonna have to go through a rebuilding phase again. We had to rebuild our defense, and now that we're having problems in the locker room with two of our best offensive players. You know,
Well, okay.
you know,
Well, I see that. I see that.
team.
But
It happens to every team. It happens to every team.
yeah, you're
Just
right.
like, just like the same thing we're gonna have to do with quarterback, because Big Ben doesn't have that much long.
But y'all have a good quarterback. What? Y'all got Kyle Rudolph waiting.
You said what?
Y'all got Kyle Rudolph waiting.
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph waiting.
Yeah.
Like, and Big Ben didn't even like
That's what I'm saying.
come up to him like, "Hey, young buck." No, he was a dick to him. Big Ben is y'all's problem, bro. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, so, all right, Don Mega, you believe his reasons are valid. Where do you think he will go? And a reality standpoint, which team in the NFL right now could actually get him? We got Light Bright saying Chicago or possibly the Jets. Who do you think could actually afford him and he would actually have a good fit?
Well, see, I think he'll go to a team that can give him that like potential Lakers New Orleans deal. Like we gonna give away a bunch of people for you, but we gonna get you. And yeah, I'd say the Dallas Cowboys, man. I mean, I'd give up a lot for AB right now. Yo, I'd give up a lot for him. Face it. But no, like all seriousness, I think he could go to like somewhere like Minnesota. Him and Kirk Cousins, I think that'd be dope.
I'll make my case real quick for why I think Chicago would make really good sense. I mean, look what they did. They literally gave up a couple first round draft picks for one player who literally like helped turn that defense around and made it like arguably like best defense this year. I mean, the defense is there. Just imagine if they could get a playmaker like Antonio Brown. Like, Antonio Brown's literally just the key to any team right now that's missing a piece that they need offensively. If Chicago can get Antonio Brown, I definitely see them going deep
But
in the playoffs.
do you trust Mitch Trubisky though? I mean,
Mitchell
do you trust
Trubisky
him
has
right now? Right now, I'm not saying he's not going to be a good quarterback. I like Mitch Trubisky, but like right now in his second year,
Right now-
he's going to
right
give
now,
him
if
the
you
catches
give
that
him-
he needs.
Same time, all that scrambling. I've said
right.
in the past, it's not going to last him at all.
Right now, I think right now, if you could get him Antonio Brown, I think he could do some work with him.
So,
All right.
okay.
Okay, so hold up real quick. Hey, Don Mega, could you raise your camera just a bit, bud? All right. Black Magic. So you're a Steelers fan. This is affecting your organization more than anything. So I'm gonna ask you the same questions, but I also got one more for you that I find that nobody's asked yet. But you did mention it yourself that Big Ben isn't the same quarterback that he was, and he maybe has a couple more years, maybe. So how do you think his reason is validated? Okay, but would it not make more sense to have gotten rid of Big Ben, who is, let's face it, in his last 2 years of his career, isn't playing the way he did 7-8 years ago, instead of getting rid of AB, who is relatively still young, in his prime receiver. He was a 6th-round pick, plays
Especially
like a
with
number.
the new rules, receivers not getting hit like they used to.
Yeah, but
so
I
he's
mean,
gonna last.
but he plays like plays like a 1st-round pick, picked up in the 6th, like he's a diamond in the rough. He's that hidden gem. Wouldn't it have made more sense to have gotten rid of Big Ben instead of AB? I mean, because I feel like, and like I said, you're the Steelers guy, so you tell us.
All right, then. Yes, it would have made more sense to get rid of AB, but that wasn't our choice. That was his choice, and that was the Rooney's choice too. At the same time, he was causing, like literally, he was causing havoc in the locker room, but they were trying to cover it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it showed them their gameplay.
But can I ask you a question though?
Huh.
Like, do you think that like Antonio Brown's like on the field and off the field issues are worse than Big Ben's? Let's face it, this man has faced a couple sexual assault charges. I'm be real. And like, especially this day and age, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be real. And this nigga crashed. We used to be crashing on motorcycles and shit.
Oh.
And stuff. My bad, and stuff. But does it seem like because if a receiver, if a running back, or if anybody else on the field acts that way, they're out of there?
Nothing to
And he
do.
lacks leadership skills too.
Nothing to do
Well-
with AB and Le'Veon situation at all.
But it kind of does. I'm just going off the point of like, should they have gotten rid of Roethlisberger, like maybe next year. Maybe they should get rid of him next year and bring in Mason Rudolph.
They get rid of him?
Keep
Well-
Brown, keep Le'Veon, bring in Mason, and see what happens.
I haven't answered my question yet. How does that have any relevance to what we're talking about right now?
Well, okay, but I can see where.
Well,
Don
he
Mega,
was saying that-
hold on, I see where Don Mega's coming from with the whole sexual assault charges because you're right. In this day and age, when these outside of football issues happen, Ray Rice, Kareem Hunt, these guys dealt with.
Shit.
What are you
No,
going
Colin
uh,
Kaepernick took a knee,
You're going
and he's out of there.
to do it.
Yeah, but I see where he's coming from. But in all honesty, what do you think, Black Magic? Do you think would you have preferred them to keep AB and get rid of Big Ben, or do you think them getting rid of AB is a better choice?
I really don't know how I feel about that. But I'd rather have them get rid of Big Ben than AB,
Okay,
to be
Well,
honest.
Yeah,
all right,
Mhm.
fair enough, fair enough. All
I
right,
can
guys.
see that. I mean, he's won some Super Bowls. I mean, I see where you're coming from. I definitely do.
I mean, you got two rings.
I'm not mad at that.
You got two rings. Who is that?
Yeah.
All right, YouTube. So you heard Don Mega and Black Magic's thoughts on this AB stuff that that me and Lightbright already had our conversation on YouTube. So you guys gotta let us know. But before we end this video, we're gonna do a quick round. Lightbright, validated reason for him to leave. Final team that you think he'll land on. Real quick, what do you think?
Honestly, Big Ben acts like he's the owner. He throws everybody underneath the bus. Not willing to take ownership. I think that's just definitely the biggest reason why he wants to go. His quarterback's not really fully behind him. Final destination, I really think Chicago's willing to give up a lot to make that that run to the Super Bowl.
Okay. All right, Don Mega, same thing. Real quick answer. Validated reason why he wants to leave, and final destination you think he'll end up at.
Yeah, once again, it's Big Ben. That's why he wants to leave. It's not catches. It's not nothing like that. But where I think he's going to land, I like Minnesota with him. I like Kirk Cousins, but the Jets,
Okay. All right, Black Magic.
they're going to send him away somewhere cold.
Okay. All right, Black Magic. It's your final thoughts. Okay. Real quick. Validated reason for him to want to leave, and where do you think he'll end up going?
First of all, he wants to leave because he's not happy. And because of Big Ben. And then, this is a sleeper. You guys are not going to believe the thing that I'm about to say.
Okay.
Alright. This team has always stolen our receivers.
Okay.
And they are our biggest rivals. The Baltimore Ravens.
You think the Ravens? Wow.
The Ravens.
That would be crazy.
The
All right,
Ravens are
YouTube. So
the
you heard it from them. My final thoughts are: I
Hey,
do think it's a validated reason he wants to leave. I understand there's a lot of issues going on. It's time to separate these guys. My team that I think he will go to, because they have the picks to trade away for this guy. They got rid of their #1 receiver this year, along with the best and arguably the best linebacker this year. And he's a new head coach. They're soon going to be playing in Vegas. I think the Oakland Raiders have the trading power to pick up AB. But you let us know what you guys think. We'll come back with this video where we have other trade rumors.
Comment
going on.
below.
But comment below.
What?
We'll talk to
Who you
y'all
like me
later.
ending this one?
Goodbye.